Alex is in Bournemouth. Hi, Alex.
Hello, Tom. Hello, Richard.
Hi.
Right, I want to know exactly what you define as a genuine disability, because I find your language is a bit too broad, and if you are standing on, agreeing with this policy, then we as people need to know exactly what you're referring to.
Here's Reform MP Richard Tice being asked to define what he thinks is a genuine disability in obvious reference to Labour's cuts to welfare benefits. In a moment, Tice refers to mental health issues being like a bad back. But I think he's only saying that in the same way that years ago someone might have claimed dishonestly that they had a bad back to stop them having to get a job. This comment enrages the caller. Now, ultimately, Tice sees work as a balm to soothe the problems many face, but I believe because society is so fragmented and transitory, there is no community, there is no camaraderie, and so for many, there is no point. For many people, they are stuck at odds with a world that they don't want to be part of, with wankers like Tice wanting them to work with no rights and all for a pittance.
Do you consider, for example, mental health like ADHD and autism as genuine disability?
What I mean by genuine disabilities are, Alex, thanks for the question, it's a good question, is disabilities, for example, where you are unable to work. Mental health is a good example because serious mental health is horrific, and none of us should ever in any way underestimate that. But equally, there are too many people who are using mental health as a sort of modern day equivalent of back pain, where look, we can all have bad days, we can all have times when you're a bit down, but actually we have to be clear with people that work is a good thing and being busy is a good thing, and we have to encourage that. And it's good for your own self-esteem, it's good for your family, and it's good for your community. And we've got to encourage people back into work, and we've got to make work pay.
Alex?
I'm sorry, that is so laughably offensive and horrendous to say that we have to make up all the hard work because employers like you, employers that work for us, public bodies and services, do not give us support, and they have not done it for 20 years. Tories have failed, Labour has failed, everybody has failed. You just want us to work and not act like our feelings, our pain that we have every day, calling it back pain. How dare you call my symptoms and diagnosis back pain? That is so tone deaf. That is just... I'm literally shaking in anger and anxiety because I can't believe that you're equating things like my conditions as back pain. This is the problem, and this is why people like us are so quiet.
Let's let Richard come back in.
Well, Alex, I'm sorry you feel like that, and let's agree to disagree. I hear the emotion and the anger in your voice. I take that, I listen to that, but the reality is, Alex, that there are far too many people who are using symptoms through online assessments, not face-to-face assessments, in order to secure benefits. And we need to be encouraging those people back into work, and because work is a good thing, and that's our position, and I think that is supported by many millions of people up and down the country.
Do you think autism, ADHD are over-medicalised, over-diagnosed?
I think, frankly, there is a danger now, or a risk, that we are over-labelling and over-diagnosing too many things and over-medicating. And I've got my own sort of extended family situation where I have seen that recently, and that leaves me to think very carefully.
Click here for Tice telling Heathrow net zero myths.